All right, guys. So we're back probably for the last video of the day. Um, sorry, thank you. This is my favorite one. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them, but that acai blueberry pomegranate is my favorite one, and it has to be sugar free. It's the best. Unfortunately, diabetes runs in the family, so you know I don't have it yet. Fingers crossed, I'll never have it. But since it's with my father and it runs in my mother's family, they say doctors said that most likely you'll have it. So gotta watch my levels of sugar. Anyways, so guys, yes, subscribe to the channel, please. Like the videos. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section. And without further ado, let's get into the banks situation. So now we all see and we hear about how the Russian stock market being closed and all their shares are plummeting, that banks have a lot of interest in there, especially like Blackrock. And I believe that they're tied up to about a $15 billion dollars worth of stock that is going to be basically gone to crap. Um, Now, here's the thing. My thoughts on that. One, I think it is a drop in the bucket for someone like that. Two, someone like that never gets caught on the wrong end of things, because even when they do, I'm not saying that they can never be caught doing wrong, and no one is perfect except God. Um, but even when these guys play God on earth. So when they even get caught in the wrong, there's always somebody else to pay for it. If you haven't gotten the memo, this is how the wealthy and the elite feels entitled to. Like, that's what they feel entitled to. They always feel that even when they're wrong, they're never wrong. Someone else got to pay for it. They never feel like they should be paying for something. So again, some way, somehow, I know that 15 billion is not going to be something that will come out of their pockets straight. Like, whether it's behind closed doors, uh, tax write-off something, or whatever it is, that money will be recouped. It's just a headline to make it seem like someone got hurt. Anyways, as far as banks and hurting with this money and all that stuff, the crazy part is, if banks are hurting, we just know that now that is coming out. I feel like they're painting a narrative that banks got screwed. But in the past year and a half, banks have reported some of their biggest earnings and some of their biggest profits of all time. So what narrative are they trying to paint here? That's the weird part. Like, what, just make it seem like they don't have money to, I guess, pay for something if it was to happen soon? Wink, wink. Well, that's not gonna work on me, at least, because I already know that they have been, getting a lot of like, they had record bonuses. Their executives had record bonuses for performances, because I wonder how they were able to make so much money post-pandemic when a lot of investors saw the biggest dips in their portfolios throughout the end of this last year. Majority of, not all, but majority of. So again, not tying up anything to anyone, but the narrative of them being really hurt, I'm not buying that. I feel like they're trying to paint the picture or protect whatever they have made from whatever is about to come to take away from them. So they say you're not supposed to leave your visitors unattended, and all your you got to be a good host. So the banks, they painting the narrative and the picture that they're hurting right now, and they're hurting maybe because the bankroll is stopping from coming, because they're designed as a machine to constantly, no matter what is happening, whether good or bad, We're supposed to have income of stream, like a live stream of income coming in. Well, I guess to feed bad habits or feed bad wallets and pockets. But we all know that the reports and all the articles were painting the picture throughout most of this past year and a half to 2 years that they've been making record bonuses and profits. So I don't want to hear this, we got hurt from Russia and all this stuff and everything. No. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if most banks have already even made more money because of this, because they probably are behind all those energy soaring, like gold, oil, natural resources. So something is fixing to happen for us boys and girls. So I just want to see the narratives that are spinning from left and right and up and down, from all angles, to see exactly what is fixing to being served to us, and obviously how we should react to it. One thing I would say to be extremely careful about is short-term option calls. Again, I'm not a excuse me, guys. I'm not and that was not COVID as well. I'm, for not to get political here, but I have already been vaccinated. So there you go. So those option calls that expire short term, or puts that expire short term. Again, since I'm not a financial advisor, I don't know much. I'm just putting my opinion out there. But you got to keep your eye on the extrinsic value. This is why I'm saying you got to watch out from short-term option calls or put calls, because extrinsic value is almost everything about the option. So your time, which is basically time, watch out from that stuff, because again, that stuff is hedged by the market maker and hedged for, and they know all about, what is what. They see how many calls they got to go up against, how many puts they got to go up and against, and therefore they will react accordingly. So with that being said, you have to keep that out there, like that thought that, oh my God, well, if they know all the data and they know what, if I know that you're coming with a knife to my throat, I know where's the threat. I know where it's coming from who, from what, and what is the threat. So I'm gonna act accordingly to it to protect myself. And this is basically how these guys are gonna act like. But in this case, it's obviously even more insidious, because that's a way for them to make easy money. So I'm not telling you not to do it, and I'm not telling you to do it. But what I'm saying, be careful, especially with short-term calls, unless you have insider trading information and you know some certain dates and certain moments that are about to happen. If you do, comment section. If you don't, write your thoughts in the comment section as well. Much love, guys. If you want me to make a video about calls, I've made one before about straddles and strangles and like my favorite options, strategies. But again, I've said this, I think on this one Facebook page, group, I forgot the name of it, but it's an AMC one. And I was like, saying something or explaining something about options is like explaining safe sex to your teenage kid. I don't have any kids yet, just to let you know, but I know what that is about. I have some friends who are much older than me that have teenage kids, and I know what they're going through, and that was a very tough conversation for them to sit down with their daughter or their son to tell them that. So yeah, it's just as uncomfortable as that. So if you guys want to know more, guys, about that stuff, please put it in the comment section. I love you much, guys, and I'm gonna go and attend to my guest, to my hookah. So much love. I probably will come back later on tonight to screw around with you guys a little bit more.